Hi everyone. I thought I would do a quick video about why criminal law is really important to me because I get asked that all the time. So here it is. I get asked all the time, how can you represent people that are rapists or murderers? So number one, I represent people accused of certain crimes and they are presumed innocent until proven guilty. And that is one of the most important tenets of our justice system, but not just our justice system, but also of a democratic society. If we lived in a world where just because you are accused of a crime, because someone says that you did something wrong to them, that you are then guilty, a lot of us would be in jail right now and we'd be living in a totalitarian society where the state and the police would have much too much control over us. So that's, first of all, something that's so important that people often forget when they're talking about people accused of crimes. That's number one. Number two, when I explain that to people, the next thing they then say to me is, okay, but what about the people that have been found guilty? What about the people that have pled guilty and actually are guilty of certain offenses? How do you live with yourself that you can defend those people? First of all, I want to say that at any point, in anyone's life, everyone has made some sort of mistake. And none of us want to be judged for our lowest moments in our lives. That's number one. Number two, we are people outside of our worst actions. There's much more to every single one of us than just the worst action that we've committed. Number two, we live in a system that affords us many rights, many very important rights. Rights like to be free from unreasonable search and seizure. Rights like to be free from unreasonable detention. Rights that say that we have to be told our rights once we are arrested and that we don't have to incriminate ourselves. So upholding those rights is extremely important. And it is not at all a game of who do those rights apply to. They apply to every single one of us and every single Canadian citizen, and a lot of times people that are not Canadian citizens but find themselves living in Canada. Those are afforded to all of us. And it is so important to understand that if one person, just one person, loses those rights, we all do. It's done for all of us. If we start picking and choosing who those rights can apply to, it's done. They don't apply to anyone anymore. And one of the things that I always say as much as I can, if one of us loses our rights, we all lose our rights. And I cannot stress that enough because it is so extremely true. That is a primer to what I do. I feel passionate about it. I feel that it is so important. I feel that people need a better understanding of what the system does. And I think that we need to stop this rhetoric of he got off on a technicality. There's no such thing as a technicality when we're talking about the rights of every Canadian citizen. There is no such thing as a technicality when we're talking about police acting outside of their powers, because that is a very scary thing. You push the line a bit and they can act outside of their powers just a little bit. Well, then, in a few days from now, your neighbor won't like you and they'll make some allegation against you. You're in jail and the key's thrown away. People forget and people don't appreciate why it's so important for the police to stay within the boundaries of what the law allows for and within the boundaries of what their power is. That how important it is for every state actor to stay in their lane, that judges have rules that they're confined by, that crown attorneys have rules that they're confined by, and defense counsel do too. And those rules are there for a reason. Those rules are there to uphold one of the most amazing justice systems throughout the entire world. And a lot of people have criticism for our justice system. And I am one of those people too. I have issues with the way a lot of things happen. That doesn't mean that it's not one of the best. There's no perfect system. We're doing our best. And what I like to point out to people is that we've created a system that allows for recourse if something was done wrong. We can appeal. We can take it to a next level. We can ask for a review. So I really hope that this video has made some changes in the way that you look at and view the criminal justice system, and also the importance of the criminal justice system and its role in a democratic society and a country as great as Canada is. Have a great day.